Here's what the officials said. I didn't see it actually when it occurred. Y'all probably just based on instant replay saw a lot more than I did. The interpretation that the officials told me, evidently Moriarty grabbed his ankle, which was a flagrant one, and Reg retaliated on a punch. Again, I didn't see it, so I can't comment on it, which is a flagrant two, which means an ejection. Now, the supervisor officials along with our conference office will determine what happens next.
All right, so when would you know?
That's a good question. I've never been in this situation. I would hope to know sooner rather than later. I wouldn't assume today, but I would assume, by early next week.
You were concerned about lethargic play in the second half against Mississippi State coasting. Did you see more of that in the first half?
I thought it just kind of goes to show you, the tale of two different games. The first time we played Missouri, I thought we were much more aggressive defensively. We kept pressing the front out as we contained them a little bit better. Obviously, by holding them at 49 points. We were on our heels from jump. Pressing in the open floor, if you don't contain him in space, he's going to cut you up. One guy makes a shot, another guy makes a shot, and it becomes infectious. And anything they did in this Moriarty was getting off the offensive glass. They just dominated us all over the field.
Coach, last time you guys started Holloway, obviously had a big game. Did they do anything differently to him? Was it him?
I don't know. I know he's the leading rebounder in the history of our program. He's the leading SEC rebounder. For him to get one defensive rebound, for Reginald Butler to get one defensive rebound, for Marshall Henderson to lead us in defensive rebounding, obviously that doesn't bode well for us. We've got to be able to rebound the ball. The shots that they were missing, we've got to be able to corral and try to convert, and we need to do a great job of that.
Did you have some knee problems in the first half? Marshall, did you have something
I
like that?
think it was his hip. I think he fell maybe on the floor, one bump, bruise, bang, like everybody is at this time. When, obviously the biggest thing that you see with us, first time we played Aaron Jones was our third post. And so if we have foul trouble or a situation like we had at the end of the game, we've got another big body we can put in there, and we just don't have that right now.
Andy Marshall, 2 of 8 from 30. What did they do, against the Cavs?
I think they did what most everybody does. They try to extend him as far as they can, really pressure him on his shot. Marshall has to make difficult shots. I thought he had some looks that for him are about as clean as he can get. We didn't do a very good job of playing behind it. We've done a better job in the past of trying to hit slips and finish at the basket, but we just had no offense at the basket, and obviously we were struggling with shooting.
Is Terry getting better? Do you see development there?
He's got to. I think with experience, he's becoming a little more comfortable. Obviously, this is a tough place for him to have to play major minutes just based on the environment and based on the players that they have that he's going against.
Is he turning the corner offensively on some shots?
Well,
He's been aggressive.
He's a matchup issue, and for him, 10 minutes to get 2 rebounds, he's an aggressive kid. Obviously, physically, he gets overwhelmed at times, and I may be too conscious of that. I may be forced not to be just based on our lack of depth, but I thought he gave us active minutes.
Obviously, emotions boiled over there in the second half, but otherwise, do you think your team member kind of got lost in the environment?
I just thought initially we were on our heels, and I never thought it seemed like we were running uphill the whole game. And my hope was that, as in every game, at the end of the first half, Marshall hits a couple of threes, we get it to 16, we have the first possession of the second half. You throw a couple of baskets together, and all of a sudden it's 10-12, a little game pressure on them, then we can make some adjustments. We never got to that point, and anytime they did miss shots, which was not often, Moriarty just got them all.
What can you guys do to get a faster start, especially in road games?
Well, we've got to come out with the right approach, most definitely, and we've got to defend. Our defense the last 3 games, especially, possibly 4, has just not been up to the standard. Prior to that, I think we were 3rd or 4th in the nation in defensive efficiency. We were turning people over. We had a respectable field goal percentage defense. That's gone away, and that tells me, our approach and where it needs to be.
This is like the start of a decent rivalry, maybe?
I think so. I think Missouri brings a lot to the Southeastern Conference, most especially in men's basketball. Great environment. It's the first time I've ever been in this environment. Great environment. Frank's got a very good team. It's good that Lawrence Bowers is back. I've known him for a long time. I'm happy that he's back. Once he gets back to full strength, I think they're a very, very formidable team.
What was that gymnastics reference you were talking about just a few minutes ago?
Well, style points, thank goodness this only counts as 1 loss. And that's how we have to approach it. Think about this, I'm sure less than, 48 hours ago, A&M, the team who we play next, clipped the Tigers. If they would have hung their heads and they would have said, woe is me, then obviously the outcome might have been a little bit different. They didn't. Came in, they did what they were supposed to do. 48 hours later, they feel pretty good. The loss for them against Texas A&M was worth 1, just like today is for us. And we've got to try to put it behind us. That's where I'm going to depend upon my upperclassmen, most especially my seniors. We've got to go on the road and try to grind one out. Thank you.